How's it going, guys? Bring up Platoon here, and welcome back to another great set of games in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. I will once again be showcasing two games with me driving in the T1 Heavy, a Tier 5 American heavy tank, and it's gonna be quite funny. I also have a bonus clip at the end of me ramming somebody or getting two quick kills down one of the hills in, or I guess it's technically a cliff in Prokrovka. So that's a little treat for you at the end, but on to the gameplay. This thing sucks ass. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Penetration is okay for a tier 5. 177 APCR pen is not terrible, but the 110 AP rounds, if you low roll in penetration values, it can be as low as 75, and that is not something that I want to take the chance on, hence why you see I have so much premium loaded. This is the last tank in the American heavy line that I need to 3-mark to do all the tanks, or sorry, to be complete with all the American heavy tanks as far as 3-marking goes. So I kind of need to get this done for personal reasons, hence why you're going to see gameplay of it in 2020. So that's a thing. I realize a lot of people prefer tier 10 games. Don't exactly know how to tell you this, but you're gonna see lower tiers from time to time. And if I don't start seeing some more enthusiasm on them, well, then I might as well not even record them, because clearly people don't appreciate them if they're not gonna even bother to comment or view them. So why the fuck would I play lower tiers? Well, I guess, why would you play any game? Oh, that's right, for fun, because that reason still exists. But, yeah, I would appreciate some love on some lower tier gameplay as well as tier 10s. I get it, tier 10 is where the real skill is, but a lot of idiots have tier 10s, and not just Unicum players upload games of said tier 10s. So, yeah, why not enjoy some Unicum gameplay? That's the dispersion failing me right there. The .43 dispersion, by the way, for a 115 damage alpha gun. Hilarious. But yeah, why not enjoy Super Unicum gameplay in lower tiers like 5, 6, 7, and 8 instead of just 9 and 10? I don't get it. I don't get the appeal of not watching lower tier videos. Like, yeah, it's not nearly as exciting, probably. I don't know. Actually, it would probably have the same amount of excitement, considering you can use all the mechanics of the game at any given time in any tier. So, yeah, why wouldn't you want to watch? I guess some people have favoritism towards certain tanks, and I get that, for sure. But, like, still, just broaden your horizons a little bit, I guess, is what I'm saying. My reverse side scraping doesn't work there. I get penned in the ass end by the T-34 85, and I don't want him to pop out too much more often there, because his gun deals 180 for every shot, and its DPM is quite phenomenal, in fact. I forget what the reload time is on that tank, but I know if we go one-on-one, he will win very easily. So that's unfortunate, but we've got a gross amount of tanks here. 3 of the enemy side. Luckily, he puts a shell into that AMX-12T and kills him, and that gives me the chance to finish him off. He goes down, and then the Churchill 3... the entirety of my team wants to get in my fucking way instead of finishing off the Churchill 3, so I'm just going to wait for them to die. Sug 4, good on you, pal. I'll only put one free shot into the VK, just to make sure he dies, and then I'll take another kill, because clearly you guys are incapable of achieving such a task. But yeah, they're clearly incapable of me asking of them to kill the enemy because of reasons. But yeah, we got another platoon, not a platoon, a number of enemy tanks over here in the base trying to cap out, because that's really their only chance of victory right now, and we're not going to let that happen. We're going to take pop shots. Hope to Christ that reverse side scraping works. I really want this Chinu to get the fuck out of my way, because he's just hindering himself and me by blocking me. But, yeah, I pop out. I only get damaged by one of those tanks. And I do believe they just... I think a few of them bounces off me, actually. But I could be wrong. That tier 6 doesn't have any armor in its turret. He does finish off the Chi-Nu. I get a free pen on him. I reverse side scrape. I bounce that round and that round off my side because they weren't aiming for my turret. So that was kind of a lucky break. If then he does shoot at my turret and it goes right through, that thing's DPM and gun depression is incredible. The Stutzvan 74. I'm really hoping I can 3-mark it someday, but I'm not really interested in that line very much right now. So, yeah, don't really want to play it. But I die, unfortunately, and it's because of my resistance there that we won that battle. Because by the time they cap out our base, we're going to have already been done for 2 seconds. 2 or 3 seconds. If you look at the clocks, they're pretty closely aligned. And now we're going to win because our team gets another pen in and resets the cap another 30 seconds. So, good on my team for actually accomplishing something without me. Not to sound arrogant, but, you know, it is what it is in this situation. And oh look, a full health VK, well, practically full health, 3001D joins the battle a little bit too late. But naturally, I lose some credits there because I was firing premium a hell of a lot of the time. Well, the entire time, really. The Defender medal is granted to me because I reset the base cap from 80% or higher, I think. And we're going to go on to the next game. And the last game. It's going to be on Pilsen. This game is not too incredible, but I do believe I get this around the same amount of damage done in this game as I did the last game. So, very good for this tank. I've been shitting out great games in this thing. I don't have very much fun playing it because it's like either your team rushes and destroys the enemy tanks before you have a chance to get there or get decent damage, or your accuracy fails you at every step of the way and you're stuck dealing with tier 6 and tier 7 tanks who can pen you anywhere on command with standard ammunition. And oh look, perfect example of stupidity in this game. A platoon of 4 KV-2s. Guess who's going to lose the game? Yeah, it's those idiots. Because, oh, they're idiots. I don't see the appeal of having a platoon of the same tank. 1 or 2 is fine. I get it. Medium tanks are fun to play with another person because then you get more coordination. You guys can double team people, and there's very little that they can do to multitask both of you at once, and it's just KV-2s, if they actually had any idea what they were doing, they would have no problem fucking steamrolling my team. Because it wouldn't matter what we put in front of us. They could 2-tap, or, well, maybe 3-tap that Stir 3601 if they had the pen or the high roll and high explosive rounds. I don't know. One fires, the other one comes up behind him and fires while the other one's on the reload. And just, if they had that kind of firing line, our team wouldn't stand a chance to do anything because their alpha would be too crazy, and one would always have the reload done while the other one was already ready to fire. So, yeah, kudos to them for being stupid. Good on them. Really appreciate it. How do you get free damage in this tank? It's very simple. When you see a medium rushing behind you, just block his way. And he'll get a nice free chunk of free damage. Especially something as no armored as the Chi-Nu or Chi-Nu-Kai. Pretty much any of the Japanese medium tanks don't have a lot of armor to speak of, but like something similar to like a Leopard 1 ramming into an E5 or attempting to go behind him. Like your ass end is like against the red line for the border of the map, and you back up just enough where he can't position his tank behind yours and ends up ramming into you. And because of his crazy speed, he does like 500 ramming damage to himself. Oh my god, I love it when that happens. I get excessively lucky here with RNG. I get to finish off that KV-2 instead of him potentially finishing me off or missing me. There would have been no in between. Either I would be dead. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right here, but I'm just trying to reverse side scrape, and then I realize that Rebel's there, and oh look, a one-hit PZ-54, and because I have premium loaded, I don't have to worry about aiming for its turret, because my 177 millimeters of pen is fine for something so flat on. It is very angled, but with premium ammunition loaded in this thing, you really don't need to aim, especially in similarly tiered vehicles. Maybe like a Churchill 6, I think, is the... What's the tier 6 normal British heavy tank? I have no idea. Also, I don't know how the fuck that one went in, but I'll take it. Alright? My team's losing by 1 tank, and they still have an arty, so that's unfortunate. No, wait, 5. Oh, wow, okay, they have 7 compared to our 5, so they're winning by 2 tanks. We need to make some miracles happen here. I believe this is a clutch, actually. I'm waiting for some tanks to rush this KV-1 to finish him off. I get some free damage on this guy after missing a bunch of fucking times. Yep, miss and then absorb into the track, because why the fuck not? And the KV-1 had the derp gun, so good on him. RNG blesses me with that. The KV-2 finishes off the Stug 2, and we are back in it. And we are now leading by 1 tank. Hilarious stuff there. KV-2 is... You know what? Maybe I'll 3-mark the KV-2. Just for fucking fun. Because that thing's retarded to play. It's hilariously easy. And as long as you don't isolate yourself and go with the group, majority of the time, you can do miraculous things in it. You pop out for 400 alpha. It doesn't matter where you hit them. Either 400 or 300 a shot, and then you're on like a 20-second or something crazy like that reload. And then you just pop out, and you fire again, and you win. Doesn't matter for accuracy, because as long as you hit the target anywhere on their tank, you'll do damage, and as long as you keep doing that, you'll get the marks, or sorry, the damage needed to 3-mark the vehicle. And what do you need? I don't know why I'm talking about the KV-2 so passionately like this, but just for funsies, let's see what you need to 3-mark the KV-2. KV-2, you need, oh wow, you need 1800 damage on average per game to 3-mark the KV-2. That is actually, is it that great? Is it that high for a tier 6 tank? No, it's not really. It's not really asking too much, actually. That's like, if you get 300 damage rolls for every time you fire the gun, that means you need 6 hits in your entire game, per game. But with that reload, you have a lot of good chances to be flanked and out DPM'd as well. So keep that in mind. Don't know again why I'm talking about the KV-2. Let's go away from the KV-2. Let's focus on the actual gameplay we have in front of us here. So the only thing standing between me, my team, and a victory is this Rover 237. He's got great maneuverability. He's got a, I would assume, a great accurate gun on the move, considering he's a light tank. I get 2 free pens on him because RNG blessed me with the crazy dispersion values that I have. He outmaneuvers the shit out of that KV-2, unfortunately. And now I have a KV-1 behind me, I guess to the right of me, assisting in this engagement. And I'm going to go up on this hill, get some height, and hopefully that will enable me to dick down on the Rover 237's turret. And if it doesn't, he'll get a free shot into me when I go up towards the buildings. And this KV-1 is on decent health, so I want to close the distance before he either gets taken care of, and there's nothing I can do, or so I can at least put this 237 down to a one-shot. Again, RNG blesses me with a free shot into his turret. That probably shouldn't have went in, but it didn't matter, because the 237 probably had to put in 2 more shells to the KV-1, and by that time the KV-1 would have been right on top of him. So, yeah, he would have been a one-shot regardless. Another victory secured, and another net loss of 40,000 silver. Nothing new to see here, folks. I do now have 91 point something percent in the damage standing for the T1 Heavy. But I have a good feeling that I'm going to 3-mark it very, very soon. And when that happens, I may upload more games of it. I may not. And then here's a little clip that I very much enjoy. So here I am on Prokhorovka. I'm looking to get some more damage, just enough to get that damage standing to go up again for this match. Finish off the KV-1S. I look for the KV-1, and I look to see that that medium tank needs to be rammed, and he does. And that's a free triple kill for me. Very awesome. Very proud of that result. And I netted myself 500 more damage in, like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds. So that's pretty great. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.